Have you come to terms with what happened last week?
Oh yeah, look, you need to move on. Obviously, it was a disappointing way to lose. Sometimes you'd rather lose by 20 or 30 than lose the way we did. I mean, to go in front with 4 minutes to go by 6, and then we got their short kick-off back, you would think we could close the game out from there, but we didn't. We had some. We've looked at some individual things where we need to be better, and unfortunately, particularly the game on the weekend, we had some individuals not quite get their job right, and that affected the outcome of the game. So we've looked at that, we've moved on, and we've got to get ready for this weekend. It's just an important game.
You were obviously disappointed after the game. Will that disappointment be reflected in selection?
No, not really. I mean, like I said, there might be one or two changes. There were some things we weren't happy with, but again, we were really good the week before and the week before that. So, some guys will get a second chance, but we may look to make one or two changes. But obviously Jerry won't be playing. We succumbed to that knee injury too, so that he battled on with for us during the game. So he's a loss for us. So obviously we're going to need someone to fill that void, and we'll have a look at training today, and we'll make that call afterwards.
He battled on, didn't he, in the game? How bad is it? How long are you expecting to be without him?
Yeah, look, it's going to be a few weeks for Jez. I was disappointed. The fact he got through the game, I was hoping it wasn't going to be too bad, but scans have obviously come back not great, but Jez he's a quick healer, so we're hoping 3 to 4 weeks, and hopefully he'll be back.
Leroy, could this be the week?
Again, looking at last week, we did a good job. We did a fair job. Our centres did a fair job. Leroy will train again. He'll train with us today, and I'll get a gauge on Leroy, how he's feeling. Like I said, if we need to go with, our two centres, they're doing a pretty good job at the moment. So if we need to go with those two, I've got no problem with that. And if Leroy feels he's not quite ready, confidence-wise to play, we'll just give him another week.
It's 10:30 now. The 19 will be out in 90 minutes or so. Will he be in the 19, Leroy?
No, he won't be in the 19 this week, no.
Maybe next week?
Maybe.
Sound like he's cheerleading.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe. We just want, when Leroy comes back, we want him to be confident. We want him to finish the year for us. And
play. To finish that game, don't you?
Finish that game, and where we feel he's confident he can get through 80 minutes. It's not ideal, having a centre in your team that can only play half a game. So he's getting a lot of load into him. He's getting some good training into him. So, next week maybe, but we just monitor it week to week with Leroy now.
St Helens, what's last week's result? London's defeat by Saints, has it made it harder for you, do you think?
Oh, well, yeah, it does. I mean, that can go two ways. They can, obviously they'll be keen to make amends for that, and, maybe it might have dented their confidence a little bit too, but again, they had full credit to London, but Saints did rest a few guys, but they still would have expected to go down and win that game, so that would have been one definitely that Justin would have been ticking off, for the 2 points. They didn't get it, so they go back to home this week, and they'll know, we've played them twice this year. I know the first game the score got away a little bit in the end, but we gave them a good game that day, and the Challenge Cup I thought could have went either way. We just didn't quite get some things right late in that game either, so I think I'm sure Justin will be riding him this week. He'll be and they'll be aware that we're going to come ready to play.
You were so close in the Challenge Cup, weren't you? You were close in the Super 8s there last year as well. Clearly you've got an idea of how you can get through Saints.
Yeah, look, Saints are a great team, but like every team, they've got some vulnerabilities. I mean, no doubt they're looking at us this week, looking at where they can expose us to. That's just part and parcel of it. So I thought we did a pretty good job against them last time, but we weren't quite good enough. So we've looked at a fair bit of footage from what we did well against them last time and where we fell short. So hopefully we can get an extra 5% out of the lads, and that'll lead to hopefully 2 points.
You had Ben Barber to contend with last year. Are they a stronger team this year?
Yeah, I think so. I think they learn a bit from last year. Obviously, I got here. When we played them late in the year, they were sort of. They had a really good year. They hadn't had a lot of injuries, so they pretty much tired at the back end of the year. I think I've seen Justin during the year rest guys and whatnot. So obviously they're looking towards making sure they get it right at the back end this year. So, but they're definitely Barber wasn't playing great when I got here. But Lachlan Coote's a fantastic player, and he's a different player to Barber, but he's certainly a very, very good player. And they got obviously the word is Roby's not playing. That's a bit of a loss for them. So, but they've still got, Lomax will come back in, Makinson will come back in, Walsley, all those guys who didn't play last week. So, we know we have to play our absolute best if we're to give ourselves any chance.
Just finally, then, just gauge the situation, table, fixtures to come, where Huddersfield they are, form-wise, fitness-wise. How would you roll it all up?
Yeah, look. I'll be honest. Last week was a big loss. It was a really important game for us, and as I said after the game, we've lost 3 games now by a point, and that's if you reverse 1 or 2 of those, it's a different story. So we've got ourselves in a position again where, and in a game, there's no reason for us to panic. I still feel we've got a little bit of momentum. We're playing some good footy. Again, last week we scored 4 tries to their 3. So discipline, obviously, something we've spoken about again this week. That cost us, and so we just need to get back on the horse pretty much, and we need to make sure we play good controlled, disciplined rugby league and give ourselves a chance.
Good luck.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.